Hey friends, and welcome to this week's video. So this is one that I've never done before in my entire YouTube career, but I thought it was time to do some spring cleaning of my car. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when winter, the colder months come around, the last thing I want to do is clean out my car. And I'm not joking when I say this, but my car does not fit fully in my garage. So I don't have the luxury of pulling it in the garage, staying kind of warm and cleaning it out in there. So it just builds up full of just clutter and clothes and shoes and toys and crumbs and all these things all winter long. And then I find a really nice day and I decide to clean it out. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm also personalizing it and making some really awesome permanent decals for my car. So I'm excited to show you guys that with my Cricut Joy. And I'm actually washing this beast by myself. So if you guys need some serious motivation to clean out your cars, then this is a great video for you, and just keep watching.
Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you.
So before we get started with the cleaning, I just kind of want to show you guys the state of my vehicle. For me, this is normal, like this is just what happens, but I did a poll on Instagram, and apparently there are a handful of you guys that your car doesn't look like this, and that's great. That is my goal. My goal is to get to that point, but right now I have 4 tiny humans, 2 of which are little tornadoes, and I am also to blame. I make a mess in my car and then I just get out and I forget about it. So this is what it looks like, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to stains on the car seats and stuff all over the floor. So this video is for you. So I'm sure I'm going to get questions as far as what I drive. I drive a 2021 Yukon Denali. We got this when we found out, well, not when we found out, but we got it right before we had the boys. So before that I had a Subaru Outback and I could only fit 3 people in the back seat. So we have 4 children and we needed a large vehicle. So the options for a family of 6 or more are pretty limited. And we knew that we wanted a vehicle that could also haul a trailer that we plan on getting in the somewhat near future. So a minivan was out of the cards for us, even though I'm sure the convenience of it would have been amazing. We also just wanted a vehicle that was going to grow with us, that we could pack full of dogs and camping gear and all of that stuff. And my dad also retired from GM, so we knew this was the perfect vehicle for us. I'm so happy with it. Every time I drive it, I fall in love with it even more, and I just feel so blessed to have her. That said, I want to keep her clean, so that's what we're doing today. And lastly, she does not yet have a name. So if you guys could leave me a comment down below and you could come up with a cool name for her, let me know. If I find a name that really resonates with me, I will pick it and I'll let you guys know in the next video.
Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to, never wanted to end it like we did. I guess shit happens for a reason, but it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to, honestly I'm open wide. I don't feel like waking up without you by my side. I still see your silhouette. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to your bedroom?
So the very first thing I do when I'm cleaning out my car is with like any project, I take everything out of it and I chuck it to the side. So the car gets all cleared out, but then the lawn is another story, which I will also tackle at the end of this video. But it's just the best way to do it. I'm not going to sit here, take everything out, take it inside, find a home for it. I want to get it all done in a timely manner. And my car is so big, I completely underestimated the amount of time it would have taken me. You guys, this took me 6 hours. It took me 6 hours to clean out my car, clean the inside, and wash it. Like 6 hours. And I got a mega burn on my back. I put sunscreen everywhere and I forgot my back. So there you go. Hopefully you guys like this video.
Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to your bedroom? Wanna go back to you. Baby, take me back.
All right, so I am starting in the back of the car, and I'm using my Dyson Outsize with the handheld option with all my different tools, and this thing worked beautifully. I didn't need any fancy tools, which I'm sure there are tons of fancy things out there to clean out your car, but I'm a firm believer that you only need a handful of things to get it, tip-top shape. By the time I was done with this, it looked and it even smelled brand new.
But I do what I like and I do as I please. Ooh, 'cause I was born in the 90s. But I do what I like and I do as I please. Ooh, 'cause I was born in the 90s. Ooh, I was born. They don't believe I'm okay, but I'm impulsive, I'm not insane. High on life in the night, no anxiety. Well, I agree, life is great, but let me live it my own way. High on life in the night, no anxiety. But I live a lie, insecure, always on my phone.
True. We'll see. Is this a macaroni noodle? It's gum. It's gum. It was stuck to this thing. Oh, I didn't even know I had that compartment. So because it was so crazy hot outside and I had just vacuumed the entire car, I thought before I wiped it out, I'm going to go inside and make some permanent vinyl decals for my car. So I haven't personalized a vehicle since I was in high school and I had an old Cavalier, but I know I'm going to have this car for a long time and I really wanted a couple of stickers on there that paid tribute to where I came from and where we are now. So I went on Cricut Design Space and I found an outline of Michigan and the Upper Peninsula because it's probably my favorite place to be, and that's where I'm from. So I decided to make a decal for that, and then another one to pay tribute to where we live now, which is Colorado and the mountains. So you all know how much I absolutely love my Cricut. I have the Explore Air 2, and I also have the Cricut Joy, which is what I'm using right now. So I get a lot of questions when I use it, like, what is the Cricut? What is this thing you're using? I've never heard of that. But the Cricut, it's very simply a cutting tool. It's a cutting tool for crafters, makers, people who love to be creative. So you can cut anything from paper to felt to vinyl. You can cut fabric and other materials like leather, mat board, wood. I mean, the possibilities with the Cricut are endless. I've made things like felt hair clips for the girls around Christmas time, personalized mugs and travel tumblers for my family. I've made labels around the house for organization, and now I'm making car decals. So the Cricut may be technically a cutting tool to make incredible crafts and projects, but for me it's much more than that. The Cricut is an outlet for my creativity that gets lost sometimes in motherhood. It's a way to build team building with my girls and spend quality time with them. It's a way to make personalized, beautiful gifts that I've made from the heart and not spent money on for somebody else to make. It's an amazing tool for me in so many ways, and I'm so glad I have this in my life. When I'm feeling like I need to do something to get away from work and to get away from the everyday mundane, I pull this thing out regularly, and I'm so glad I have it. So if you guys have been on the fence about whether or not a Cricut is right for you, I'm leaving their website down in the description box so you can check it out. And I also have my Amazon shops with all of my favorite Cricut items for you to see. If you guys want to see how easy this is for me to apply to my car, make sure you stay tuned to the very end of the video when I apply it after I've washed my car. No pun intended, but it is always a joy working with my Cricut, and I'd love to say thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video.
You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. Words are
I'm just going in with my Grove Collaborative Glass Cleaner and Multi-Purpose Spray. This to me worked wonders on my entire car, and I didn't feel it necessary to use any sort of like special cleaners or anything like that. Now I will likely go through at some point and put a leather protector on the entire, all of the surfaces that are leather in my car, but I was so tired by the time I was done with this that I was just like, everything looks and smells great, I'm good here. So when I was shopping for my car, I think I was talking about it on Instagram, and I had so many people who had such strong opinions about what type of interior I should or should not get. And everybody's like, you need to get black, you need to get black. Like, it's crazy to get like a cream or a light interior. But I thought that was so weird because I had a tan leather interior in my Subaru Outback, and I never had an issue with like spills or dirt or not being able to get anything out of it. Leather, especially car leather, is so easy to clean up, and in my opinion, I see less dirt and grime on my tan leather interior than you would ever see on black. Like, black shows everything. So if you guys are also in the market to buy a new car and you're considering interiors, I highly recommend a tan leather interior. It cleans up beautifully, it's super sharp looking, and I love this car, and I'm so glad I chose this interior.
Too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the lighting. Don't wanna pick a fight with. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark?
because I'm cleaning the back seat here, and you guys can see that there are clearly screens on the back of the driver's side and the passenger side seat. So when John and I were originally looking to have this car like built custom for us based off of like our specifications, we were going to opt out of these screens, but it turned out building one was going to take months, and we didn't have months because we were having the boys in December. And like I said, I think we had this car 2 months before they were born, or I don't know, maybe 5 weeks, something like that. Either way, this car came available in Colorado Springs. It was delivered. It had everything we wanted except for these TVs, I guess you could call them. The only weird thing, if you guys are in the market for a GMC Yukon and you're looking for it kind of fully loaded and you like the idea of the TVs, don't be, I don't want to mislead you, or I don't want them to mislead you. You can't use these for like, they're not super family kid friendly. You can't just like play a movie on here unless you are like streaming from another device. You're like mirror casting from your phone, or you have a thumb drive that you've already downloaded a bunch of movies on that you can plug into each of them. Or what was the other thing? I don't remember, but they don't just have like DVDs in them or easy access. Like, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt and kind of cumbersome. So we haven't even used them yet. I just wanted to say that because though they seem really cool, it's not like some of these other cars, like a Chrysler Pacifica. From my understanding, it's like just set up for a family, you know. I asked the guy when we got it, I'm like, okay, so what is this good for? And he's like, well, you know, it's got navigation on it, music options. I'm like, my kids don't care where we are when we're in the car. Like, they don't need to see that. So I do feel like I love everything about this car, but if GM could do something a little bit different, I would say make this a little bit more family friendly and easier for parents to stream movies and things like that for kids on car rides. But other than that, I love everything about the car, all of the bells and whistles. Everything's been working great for us. I have no other complaints. Now, that said, if anybody else has any ideas to make that easier for us, and I'm just like totally like out of this generation, I don't know, let me know. But John even put like our Apple TV in there. We were trying to mess with it. It's just not easy. So if you guys have one of these and you have an easier solution, please let me know. All right, so where there's only so many things that I can say while I'm cleaning my car, like about me cleaning my car, I'd love to stop and take a second to ask everybody where you're from, how long you've been watching, and how you found my channel. I love hearing where you guys are from. It's really, really cool and interesting to me to see, just how far we're reaching. But I'd also really like to know how long you've been watching. I think that would be pretty cool as well. All right, so now I'm busting out the pressure washer. So John and I had this same model last year, but somehow don't listen to this. Somehow it didn't get weatherized properly and it broke, like the nozzle broke. So because we use it so much in the summer months, we decided to go out and get another one, and I did a deep clean on all of my all-weather mats, and I also used it to rinse the car off after I was done washing it.
I just woke up from a broken dream. Felt I'm done with the defense. Drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders and closed off. That's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. Riding on the dizzying heights.
So John went to Home Depot, I believe, and got me the car washing soap and this little handy tool that I thought was going to be perfect because the little soft scrubby washy part is that's a technical term if you didn't know, was so super soft and it was great for washing, but the pole was plastic, like these little connector parts. So by the time it was wet and I started using it, it cracked immediately. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you might remember my Doka pole here. My friend Tara showed me it, I think 2 years ago now. So I just took off the little attachment that's used for washing windows because I hadn't cleaned it in a while and I didn't want to scrub my car with a dirty scrubber attachment. So I just took the one from the broken unit, put it on this one, and it worked beautifully. If you guys are looking for like an all-purpose washing extended pole tool thingy. This thing's amazing, and I will link it in my description box. It extends, mine does, to 30 feet. So I got it when we lived in our rental and we had really high windows. You can wash your windows with this. It has a squeegee on the other side. You can use it like I am for your car. It has a duster attachment. It's really stinking cool. So I'm gonna link that down below.
There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight. Riding on the
So you guys are gonna get a few shots of the house. I try not to show the whole thing, but it's kind of obvious. It's also hard to wash my car without showing it because I have to wash it outside. We have finally, we've signed off on getting new windows, and those they say are gonna take 6 to 8 weeks to fabricate and come in, but my friend went with the same company and hers were about 12 weeks. I'm hoping it's 6 to 8, but anyway, we will be getting new windows then, and we're waiting to paint the house until after the windows are installed. Otherwise, there's just so much more touch-ups to do. So we've solidified paint color. I'm really excited about it, and the windows, and then we're going to be treating this rock feature over here. A friend of mine had suggested just doing a really soft lime and just trying to like lighten it up a little bit so it's not, I love the feature, I'm not crazy about the color. So instead of painting it, I just kind of want to soften it a little bit. So once we get going on all of that, I will be taking you guys along with us.
rain is forming into rivers outside, writing down all the things that I miss, and in the letters you take form. No, I won't go back tonight with a habit to the restless me. I'm leaving all that stuff behind. We can start all over in our hometown, running free. It could be everything that we were chasing. I'm impatient just to see how you make everything fall into place. How you make everything fall into place. You see, you make everything. I'm the first one to get off at the station. There's something in the air that I can't place, and now I see a silhouette in the dark. It's like time has stood still. I'm gonna hold you tighter this time around. Now feeling like I need to escape. The world outside only made me numb, 'cause I just wanna be here in our hometown, running free. It could
So I was having a really hard time figuring out where all these go, but there's a handy little guide back here that helps, so not too bad.
fall into place. How you make everything fall into place. You see, you make everything. It's just like the saying, you don't know what you got till it's gone. But now be the person that you call up when you're down. Wanna be the first who knows all of your deepest secrets. Can I be the one who wakes you up before you missed your ride? 'Cause I wanna be close to you, and I wanna show you something new. You gotta know, every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me for that. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky. Cause we're flying colors now. Gonna try to keep the pace, but someday we will find that the world has changed, but we stay true to each other. I will always be there for you whenever you need my help. I'm taking my time to be your rock. I don't ever wanna be apart.
I decided to leave the yard cleanup as part of the footage because this is probably the worst part. You get finished, your car is so nice, but there's just stuff everywhere, and then you have to take it inside, either throw it in the trash or find a home for it or wash it, and it's like the cleaning never ends. But that's why I'm leaving it in here. I think it's important. This can be one of the most daunting parts of cleaning out your car if you happen to keep a car like I do. If you don't, good for you, but for those of you who need this, I'm leaving this footage in here as well.
Show you something new. You gotta know, every day I got your back. Yeah, you can count on me. Yeah. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky. 'Cause we're flying colors now. Cause we're flying colors now. I wanna be close to you. I'm gonna show you something new. I wanna be close to you. I'm gonna show you something new. Taking my time to be your rock. Don't ever wanna be apart. You gotta know.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go wash your car.
Watch the clock ticking off the wall.